The life you want has to be built. It doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen when you find the time or the motivation. It happens when you carve it out every single day. That's why every day on the 5 a.m. Squat Club, we wake up before our kids and we've got 4 steps. We prime our minds, prime our bodies, train with purpose and intention, and then the most important part, take action on our lives. Work towards building the life that we actually want. There's one more cheat code that we'll get into during the warm-up, but first, if you are ready, change your life, first step on the 5 a.m. Squat Club, prime our minds. Let's go for it. All right, if you are new here, priming our minds looks like this. We're gonna get into a squat. First, feet underneath the hips, heels planted on the floor. If your hips or ankles are tight, the heels may wanna come up. If so, grab yourself a weight, some sort of counterbalance you can hold out in front to keep you upright. While we're here, what we're gonna do is a little bit of box breathing or breath work. If you follow the animation on the right, it's a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, and a 4-second hold. And while we do that, we're gonna go through what we call our mental reps, prime our mind. First one, I am responsible. And it means I'm gonna take action, I'm gonna take responsibility, I'm gonna take blame if necessary if things are not the way that I like. Nobody is gonna come and save you. It's on you to take action on your life. If you don't change, nothing changes. What just happened? The dog messed that up, so priming the mind will be finished here. She may have just deleted that scene card. Second one is I will make time between stimulus and response. We're gonna do burpees in a second here. And that means that when the dog does that, when something happens and, you know, it could be very frustrating, can I take a moment and breathe before freaking out? Give a better response. Next is I have all I need to succeed today, and we'll focus on progress over perfection. That's what's happening. I think she literally just screwed up my whole operating system here, but we're still moving. We're still making progress. And the last one is I choose gratitude. So when things like that happen, I could get frustrated and angry at it, or I love the dog, be grateful for it, and find that balance. All right, let's move now. We're on the right scene card already. All right, so once we have gotten up out of bed, primed our minds, next step is to move the body. So what that looks like, and once again, we're gonna get into that cheat code in just a minute. What this looks like, our first movement of the day, hands on the ground, lay yourself down fully, and then get yourself back up. At the top, we like to take a hop and clap to celebrate the fact that we are able to do so and that we are here doing so. And we're gonna go for 2 minutes here. While we're going through this, just at whatever pace works for you right now, we're gonna talk about that extra step. We're gonna talk about the one step that if you follow it, all the other steps are easier, right? This follows on the concept of the one thing book. The idea is if you go to bed early, and this is the key, it seems simple, but if you've got an evening routine, a system for getting to bed at a reasonable time every night, then the morning routine becomes easy, right? If you are new here, every single morning we get up, well, I get up at 4:30, but we start at 5 o'clock, just like that. Prime our minds, we prime our bodies, we do intensity, functional fitness, and then we take action on our goals every single day. And if you're gonna be consistent with that, and you know, the way that you are going to achieve your goals is through a consistent system. It's not gonna be trying when you're motivated. But if you're gonna have a system for the morning, then you need a system for the night. If you're just hoping that each night you're gonna get to bed on time and end up getting up early, that's not the case. It's never the case with anything. That's why this system exists, so that I don't have to rely on motivation to get up and move my life forward. So if you can set up a nighttime system where you ensure a consistent bedtime that allows you to get up early every day, that's the cheat code. Because once you've gotten to bed early, there's no excuse. Getting up early is easy. You've gotten enough sleep. There's no excuse. All right, step 2 in the warm-up. Good morning, team. Terry, Steve, Jody, Chris, Peter. Good morning, good morning. All right, next step on our warm-up is some bouncing around. So we're getting into jumping jacks, taking the feet and the hands out at the same time. I like to take them overhead and then behind my back, just to ensure some range of motion here. And while we're bouncing around, stop. We're just turning up the heat in the body, right? Ensuring that when we get into our workout, we're in good positions, and then the tissues are ready for pushing it a little bit, right? I'll be 42 this year, and if I don't take my warm-up seriously, things start to stiffen up, things start to go awry, the risk of injury goes up. And that's important for me because I am now a farmer. And if I can't do my physical tasks, my physical duties on the farm, I am no good for my family. So the warm-up is crucial, consistency is crucial, and then listening to your body. Because if you just push the pace all out every time, things are gonna go wrong. So listen to the body. We're not spring chickens. All right, next one. We're gonna go with a nice wide stance, hands come to the floor. We're gonna walk ourselves forward into the top of a plank position, shoulders over the hands, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, squeeze the legs. Take a breath and walk it back. Morning, Megan. How are we feeling? Remember, stick around to the end. If you're new here, we talk about our homework, which is the action on our goals. And I'll show you some farm clips. Not because you should be a farmer, although I think everybody should grow their own food, but just because it's a representation of you can build your life, of whatever you want out of this life, start working towards it, and the results are there. All right, next one, we're gonna swing a leg. So just standing nice and tall, letting that thing go forwards, backwards, easing into the range of motion. Increase it as you go if you'd like. Finding some tight spots either in the front of the hip when the leg goes back or in the hamstring when the leg goes forwards. Let's look for 10 cycles per side. Let me know this morning in the chat or in the comments if you are not new here. How many days have you been with the 5 a.m. Squat Club? How long has it been and what changes you see? You could let me know in the comments, why did you start this? Right? Why would you make that decision to start getting up early? What's important enough to drive you to do that? And then what changes have you made? Have you seen? For me, I'm a morning person now, right? This is day 424 in a row here of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Now I'm a morning person. All right, next, we're gonna come into our squat here. So feet back underneath the hips. Come on down into our passive squat. This is where the dog ruins things. And what we're gonna do is a little twist. So we're gonna take 2 elbows. If this position is uncomfortable, just grab yourself a counterbalance and just stay. Otherwise, elbows inside the knees, and then from there, one hand comes out, and we're gonna reach it towards the ceiling. Take a big breath there, and then switch. Alternate arms, we'll get 6 or so. It is nice and warm in here. We got a good sweat going already. That is the goal here, right? To get nice and warm to a place where we can push the intensity and the body is prepared and loose, and we can get into good spots. Maple, please don't look. So maybe 3-ish per side at least. Feel free to get more, right? As we're going through here, if you've got certain warm-up movements or machines that you like, feel free to switch up the warm-up a little bit. All right. We're gonna get a little shoulder prep here, so we're gonna hinge over at the hips, maintaining a nice neutral spine. We're gonna make a T with the arms, pinching the shoulder blades together behind us. keeping the chest nice and proud. We'll get 10 reps there. And then we'll take 10 straight up overhead as well. Today we've got body weight only, 4 movements, 5 rounds. Give me a good one. Full body. Oh. All right, let's talk about this a little bit. You are so much, Doug. I think you might have actually screwed that whole thing up. So as you can see here, 4 different movements. I'm gonna take this off now. And we're gonna go 20 minutes or 5 rounds. So you can see lateral hops, dips, horse stance, hold, and single arm ring rows. I'm just gonna show you so hops, as you can see, different options. We're just going laterally. Dips, you can use rings, you can use bars, you can use chairs. And then for the row, you can use if you don't have rings, you can use a TRX or a bed sheet or a rope hung over a beam. So the horse stance is what it is. Ring rows, you're gonna modify by getting more vertical or less vertical. The hops, you're gonna choose something that you can bounce around, and then the dip. So let's do that again. So first movement is the hop. And I think the focus here is I wanna rebound. So what I don't wanna do here is jump, land, stop, jump, land, stop. I wanna choose an option, and the lowest option being find a line on the floor. Lowest option, literally back and forth, but I'm keeping that bounce. So if that's easy, grab something else that you can hop over, but keep the rebound. So if that causes you to stop, then go down a little bit, make it faster, more springy. Number 2, bed sheet. Number 2 is the dips. And once again, if you don't have rings or parallel bars or something that you could do dips on, set up 2 chairs beside each other about shoulder width apart. Put your hands on the chairs, take your legs out in front, and dip from there. If you have rings or bars, what we're looking for is starting at extension, right? Fully locked out elbows, shoulder below the elbow at the bottom, or bicep touching the ring, and then that's not even strapped in there. What the hell? And then lock out the top. That just came back down. I've never had that happen with a ring. I'm too heavy. If, as I'm saying this, if you have rings or TRX straps, but you don't have unassisted ring dips, a great option is just put your feet on the floor. So lower the rings down to the point where you can lock out with your feet on the ground, or as you can see here, I've got a bumper plate under my feet. Lower down, supporting yourself a little bit with legs. Come back to that lockout. You can take less weight out of it with your feet. Maple, no. But choose an option there that's going to be challenging for, a set of 4 or 5 kind of thing. Movement number 3, or minute number 3, is just going to be a horse stance. A nice wide stance at the feet. Knees are out in line with the feet. We're trying to come down to parallel. And we're going to hold for as much of that minute as we can. And then our last one, 4th minute, is the single arm ring row. You could do this double arm if you want. Basically, and same idea, you could use a towel or a bed sheet if you don't have rings. Full straight arm at the bottom, all the way to the top. I'm gonna bring that back a little bit to make it a little easier. Right, the more vertical you are, the easier these are. The more you walk the feet back, the more vertical you can be, and the less strain there's gonna be. So for the, what's the first one? Lateral hops, I wrote 5 to 20 there. Choose something that's gonna take maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. That's gonna be the jack the heart rate up minute. On the ring dips, 1 set. On the horse stance, as much of the minute as you can. And then on the single arm ring rows, 1 set as well. I'm gonna probably try to go weak side first. However many I get there, repeat on the other side. Keep it consistent. All right, I'm on baby duty, so body weight is good. Fantastic. Good morning, baby. Physical labor worker is hard, has to go to extreme. Nice. Nice, Peter. All right. Let's do this. This morning, we've got 20 minutes of intensity, body weight only, 4 movements, full body. This is how you work out with efficiency. Let's go. All right, teams, let's brief this. 4 movements this morning, 5 rounds through them. First one is our lateral hop. So find yourself a line on the floor, or if you want something higher to jump over, and what we're looking at is just hopping over laterally. Ideally, I want to maintain that rebound as opposed to a land and a jump. So only bring up your object as high as you can maintain that rebound. Do somewhere between 5 and 20 reps, 20, 30 seconds max. Movement number 2 is a dip. I've got some rings here, but if you don't have rings, that's okay. You could use chairs. Separate the chairs wide enough that you can put your hands on them, move yourself through them, put your feet out in front. Start at a lockout, shoulders below the rings, back out, back up to the lockout at the top. If you have rings but don't have that capacity, put your feet on the floor and use your legs for assistance. Make those as hard as you can, but still doable. 1 set, again. Movement number 3, position number 3 is just a hold. We're gonna come into a horse stance, so nice wide stance, the feet, knees out in line with the feet, and try to hold around parallel. We're gonna try to hold for the whole minute on that one. And then your last one is a single arm ring row. You can do double as well. But what we're looking at here is, and if you don't have rings, you could use a bed sheet wrapped over a bar, a towel, a rope, whatever. Looking for a nice straight arm at the bottom, all the way to the chest that's top, and back down. If you want to make this harder, move your feet forward. If you want to make it easier, move them back, get more vertical. Simple, simple. Let's do it. If the single arm ring row is too challenging, just get more vertical. Walk the feet back further. Okay. Tunes. Let's do this. 20 minutes. Starts with the lateral hops. You can always start easier and work up in difficulty 10 seconds. I'm gonna use this dumbbell, I think. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Go.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own.
All right, I know I wrote 5 to 20 on there. That was 40. So you can definitely do more than 20 in that 30 seconds if you want. But ease in. If you're new to this, definitely ease in. Do less in the first few rounds and then turn it up if you can, if you want. All right, first set of dips, 10 seconds. Once again, if you don't have rings, you could use 2 chairs. 3, 2, 1. I think 6 is where I'm gonna start there.
I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really
Remember, we've got 5 rounds. You want to survive all 5. Don't go all out on the first round and then realize that you can't do it.
Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent.
Right, because we don't take minutes between our sets, this catches up.
I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never
horse stance here in 10. Try to hold for as much of that minute as you can. Wide stance, knees out. 3, 2, 1, maple stop. Hang out. Basically, shins should be vertical. Knees should be in line with the feet, so really pressed out hard. And just breathe. That's 20. 30. Keep driving the knees apart. Oh, dang. 40. 50. And we're going to ring rows. All right, not bad, not bad. 2, 1. Go ahead on the ring row, or towel row, or bed sheet row. Whatever you got. Try to keep the body nice straight line. Try not to throw the hips forwards.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions and I'm not evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man. I'm calculated.
All right, that's one round. 4 more to go. All right, so you should be able to get an idea of what's realistic, what options you want to keep, how many reps. 10 seconds. Back to the hop. Wearing jabs. 3, no, 2, 1.
No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend of me.
It's not that bad. It's 40.
I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving.
That's silly, maybe.
And I feel like the pain in the past.
I'll go higher on the next one. All right, dips next. 10 seconds. Second set of dips. 3, 2, 1. Seven. Whew. All right, good job so far. We're in it. Back to our horse stance next.
Try to play, but you never
20 seconds.
look the other way. What I'm doing
You are not.
ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free.
10 seconds.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go
Ready,
away.
horse stance. 3,
I'll be the best
2,
above all the rest,
1.
but the test out. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chest, it's happening next year. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession.
Focus.
You got their attention, I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. Oh! Could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands
Keep it up.
break through the chains,
Come on, coming up on 30. Keep driving those knees apart. That chest up. That's 40.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him.
45.
Instead of searching inside for what they
Come on,
gave
legs.
him. A strong will, strong
50.
mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change
Let's go,
times,
ring
we'll
rows.
break them.
Single arm row.
Running the race, life is a chase.
3,
I don't wanna place, I wanna
2,
be first. Work till it hurts,
1.
dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse.
Good.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy.
You gotta make those a little harder. Remember, if you want to change the difficulty on your rows, just change your foot position. Make them harder by bringing the feet forwards, easier by bringing the feet back. Morning equipment. All right, back to hops. 3, 2, 1.
Hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in the grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And on the driveway, there's a nice range. 'Cause I've gone through the climb, I ain't pain. You never hear a bitch, nah, I don't.
There we go. That was hard. That extra height roughed it up. Whew. Let's go. Heart rate's up now. Dang. All right, dips. 10. Use chairs if you don't have rings. Again, 3, 2, 1.
You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's what I say. Fake it.
Amazing.
And if you play that game, then you just might make.
Coming back to the horse stands. How we feeling so far, team? That's halfway. 20. 15. 10 seconds. Back the horse. Back on the horse. 3, 2, 1. Right around parallel. Come on. No. Baby, stop. 10. Maybe no. Come on, legs. Keep driving those knees out, team. That's your main focus, is drive those knees out and stay there. That's 30. Come on. 40. And 45. 50. Oh. Uh-oh. Good idea. 3. Ring rows. 2. 1. Go ahead. Have no shame. There's no time for the pain, with the grind, the change in my mind. The lane, commit and climb. The only way to win at life. I never miss that stack. Taking business, and in the back. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a piece. I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? Woo! Those are tougher. Let's go. 3 rounds down, 2 to go, team. Back to our hops here. 5, 3, 2, 1.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather read than be read. I'll fill the seeds as I spread. With
That's the rough one.
that I've said.
20. Slow down the breathing. 10 seconds for dips. 3, 2, 1. That's 8. That's a lot. Whew. Back to horse.
I feel
Killing it.
nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard,
Oh.
struggle just to be me.
I'm sweating
Had to
here for
rise
sure,
up
T.
just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me.
10
What
seconds.
was left over, I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning
5,
are the things you gotta work
3,
for, believe
2,
me.
1.
To your hands a plan, your own hands
on
can
down.
land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one
if
takes
you're on the live stream,
accountability. They want the credibility.
stick around for homework,
convincingly unwilling to put in
farm clips.
hours it takes to get some
Build the
power.
life.
Don't be sour, take a cold shower.
Fitness is
Scream
good,
until
but
you're louder. Work until
action
you're
is better.
prouder. Call the doubters,
15.
they're just your downers. I swear to God,
20.
they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm done with these fucking clowns. Who were
30.
all taught they deserve an ounce. It's
Legs are
only
shaking.
worth it if you work for it.
Keep driving those knees out.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they
Try to
hear
get the
me
hips
now.
right under you, knees
I
out.
won't
That's
stop
40.
till I wear the crown.
Come on. And 50. Ah. Ring rows. Second last set. 3, 2, 1.
I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems, and it's hard to be seen. And everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you
Holy
take a
moly.
swing. Do you got
Keep it up.
heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God, they all let me down. I always thought just to wear the crown. Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work.
Oh, one more round, team.
It's only worth it if you
Let's
work.
go. 4 minutes left.
I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear
10
the
seconds.
crown.
We're sweating. We're wet. 3, 2, 1. Ah. Dang. Those work. I said dips.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
That jacks up the heart rate. Crazy. 10 seconds. Last set of dips. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready.
Please, Lord, give me a sign. feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose your gift. Oh.
10. Wow. A big set for me. All right, horse stance. Last horse stance. Last set of rows. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1.
No mercy in this world, just hunger thirsty
the whole minute.
In different versions.
And we just got our rings left, our rows.
Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all
10.
have different burdens that
press the knees out hard.
Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't
Come on, stay with it.
with you. Just go get your own tissue.
It's 30.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Morning out Blair though. 35. 40, come on. 45. Oh man. 50. Hey, Carl. 55. 3, 2, 1. Last set of rows. Dang. Okay, let's go. Last one.
Don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man. I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man. They don't know shit.
Let's go, team.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I to the thought of proving everyone
Let's
wrong.
go.
Top to the top, so you better back
Finish
off.
up strong, team.
I'ma stay last, stay proud.
There it is.
Never running now, never heading south.
Did it.
I'll be spreading now, call it word of mouth.
Oh man.
I'll be getting loud. You can never douse, not what I'm about.
Fantastic job. Walk around.
I keep making sound.
Catch your breath.
I'm legend bound. Can't stop.
Grab some water. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you work through that, you are working harder than almost everybody who is working out in the gym, and definitely everybody who's not. Remember, you don't need hours in the gym. You just need intensity. Push the pace, more work, less time. If you like this, join us every day. Hit the thumbs up button. Love you guys. Homework time, team. Let's cool her down. We'll do our homework. Good job. Where are we here? Okay, let's bring her down to the ground. And let's go with, let's just go with a little butterfly here this morning. So if sitting on the floor on your butt leaves you very, very rounded forwards with the back, right? If it forces you to lean over, get your butt out underneath you, pull the chest up, and if you need, you can sit on top of something. So you can always sit on something that's a few inches tall, and that'll allow you to get the chest up and the hips underneath you. So we're just gonna grab your feet, pull up on the chest, and breathe. I'll give my husband the sheet back. That'd be hilarious, Jody, if you went and took his bed sheet while he was sleeping. So we'll take a minute here. And these moments of clarity, what I want you to think about, Maple, stop, are like, what are you here for? What's the purpose of, what is worth you getting up early before everybody else and taking action? What is your why? And then Maple, stop. And then from there, what is your goal, right? We're gonna talk about homework here in a second. And homework is about, stop, working towards, stop it. I'm just gonna get rid of this dog. She's too much. Maple, come on. Go. Your homework, your life goals, your whatever they are, think about them, right? Use this calm that comes over us, this like, I want to lay down and just try to survive and breathe, and use it to think about your goals, think about your dreams, think about your perfect life. You know, don't go to thinking about what I have to do today and what stressors are on my plate. Just think about, you know, if I could do anything with my life, what would it be? Use this calm, right? Let the breathing come down slowly. Just focus on breathing in the nose, maybe out the nose or out the mouth, and thinking about, you know, what is the picture that I want to see in my life? And even if you're, you know, over halfway, right? You're midlife or older, you can still change anything you want. So just think, what do I want my life to look like? And then all you do is 1 hour. Every single day after we work out, it's 5:42 a.m. right now till 6:42 or till 7 o'clock. Can you sit down and do that thing, right? Take a small bite, a small step out of that goal, and just start stacking it up. If you do that action every day, where you could be in 6 months or a year or 3 years, you'll look back and your mind will be blown, because we just think about what we can do in one day, and we very often forget about how much we could accomplish over time if we were to stack up that action. So if you just start doing it, you're gonna see that progress soon enough, and that should keep you going. But really just the system, just the act of getting up and taking action is the goal, right? The process is the goal. So let's watch a couple clips, but just remembering the whole time here that 4 steps: prime your mind, prime your body, fitness with purpose, and then action on your goals, and whatever life you want is realistic, reasonable, achievable, whatever. So here we are moving the sheep yesterday, or attempting to move the sheep with my wife and our older daughter. They're going into that field on the right of that fence that you can see right now. And this is the same path we took at the beginning of the season to get them out there, and it was very challenging. So this, you'll see, goes a little smoother. Got a few clips here. The llamas are not participating well. As you can see, he's just going to run away from me like a jerk. There he goes. So he decided he's not coming. So I say, let's focus on the sheep. So we keep going with the sheep here. And the reason I show this, obviously, is just to say that you can build whatever life you want, right? I'm not a farmer. I guess I'm a farmer now, but didn't start that way. And these things are being a little bit stubborn. So you can see this one is actually she's off and out of where she's supposed to be, that dark one. The old black sheep syndrome. So we're trying to get them into the corner. I've got a net set up there that will get them to go around the corner of the fence. You can see the H brace up there. But you will see here, it doesn't go super smoothly. Up on the front left there she starts to turn a little bit, as our sheep called Mama. And for some reason, she decides she doesn't want to go. So she takes off, and then that's that. And it's basically a full reset after that, because once one goes, they all go. Funny, so second take, we got them through, and this is them in their new paddock. And then I was walking back, reeling up the fence and, cleaning stuff up, and like 15 sheep started running through the orchard, and I was like, okay, we missed a whole bunch. So we regrouped, and as Jody is saying there, Maple should be helping. We got Maple out there for the second attempt, or the third attempt, I guess, with the other sheep that had gotten away. And she helped. She helped a little bit. She gets really excited, so she just sprints after them and tends to try to nip at them. So she's learning, she's getting it, but yeah, she helped a little bit. And then this is the boys. You can hear both of my daughters there. My mother's there as well. Grandma's over hanging out, and we are just watering the boys, and the cows are over there as well. I think I show the cows here in a second. There's Grandma. Both girls watching the boys have a drink. There are the cows. So if you were here last year, same setup. The girls are with the llamas, and the boys are with the cows, so that we don't have any breeding at times of year that we don't want. And the cows provide them a little bit of protection from predators. And those are the two groups, right? This is personal independence, personal freedom. We raise all of our own protein because I don't want to rely on some system that doesn't have my best interest at heart. So we take accountability, and instead of blaming the system that, you know, doesn't have good food, or, you know, complaining that I don't have access, we just do it. Right? And that's what this is about. It's about taking action on the things that are important to you, building the life that is the one that you're proud of. So that is today, Wednesday, 5:46 a.m. Time to go do homework for an hour. Just quick shout outs here. Thank you everybody who joined us this morning. Thank you everybody who worked out specifically. And special member shout outs here. Remember, if you want to support this channel, hitting the like button is fantastic. Sharing this workout or this live stream with somebody else is fantastic as well. And hitting that join button at the bottom of the screen gives us a few bucks a month, keeps us motivated, and keeps us going here. So I love you guys. Thank you for all your support. Team member shout out: Jody, Jason, Ryan, Yaroslav, Chris, Adam, Rose, Shirley, and Tim. I love you guys. I love you all, and I hope to see you here tomorrow for some more fitness and action on our goals. Love you guys. Peace.